This next song is an album, believe it or not. So, the album that we're going to be listening to now as a collective is Gojira, The Way of the Flesh. The Way of All Flesh. Sorry, of all flesh. All right. Yeah, this is an hour and 15 minutes. Now, I've heard some good things from Gojira, but they could definitely be actually very commonly very heavy. Um, I've had people asking for me to listen to a Gojira album for forever now, for literally forever. So, here I am doing it in this environment. Ugh, I'm excited. Let's give it a try. Ouroboros, first song. Ouroboros is fucking snake eating itself, right? We were saying that for something earlier. I don't remember what it was, but we referenced that. So look at that. 86 user rating on Album of the Year. Oh my god. This opening riff is already so interesting, and the mixing instantly. I mean, you hear the drums clinging away, but like perfectly in the background. The riff is given enough room for them, and it's taking center stage, but not all consuming. It's not even their highest rated album. Okay. This song is killer. Last year was a pretty good year for metal, reaching a larger audience. Oh, good job, Lottie. Gojira played at the Olympics? Bro, when? What? Knocked loose on Jimmy Kimmel? Bro, what? This happened last year and it's nominated for a Grammy? That's insane. Okay, so this song is about to do some interesting transition into whatever, but this definitely feels like Ouroboros is like the statement of this album. You know, the snake eating itself, it's a symbol of eternal life, though, that they at least say. I think that's a pretty fair assumption of that. I dig a tunnel for light through ignorant walls. I'm counting down the days, but I'm dying. Grow up with impatience. I'm falling down on the peaks of radiant mountains. A lot of imagery here. I almost said symmetry. And that's how you know that a little shaken up. I mean, Jesus. The sound of this music really punches you in the gut, but I'm very impressed with it. I love this album cover. I'd like to start by also saying that. I like that you see it's like a skeleton, but it's got all of its organs and, you know, the heart that's in the center and whatnot. Gojira around it with the way of all the flesh. Or the way of all flesh, yeah. And actually, if you look at it, it's like it's kind of got like a shell around it that might be representing the flesh that's like flaming at the top, or at least like you know, yeah. It looks like it's supposed to be flames, kind of representing a body burning, or you know, I feel like it's something kind of spiritual in that way. Regardless, great start, really great start, pretty strong. Let's see where it goes from here. Definitely smile the ball. Jesus. Toxic Garbage Island. My God. I can't even imagine shouting these exact lyrics. What a weird thing to yell. Plastic bag in the sea. I pictured him in the studio screaming that, you know, and like I like how those recorded sessions where he's like screaming and you hear everybody blasting away, playing some really interesting like just a weird little thing. I don't know what the word would be. A passage, let's just call it. A pattern is more what it feels like. They're playing a pattern of as he's just screaming plastic bag in the sea. However, everything is so impeccably mixed, almost to a fault. It almost sounds too nice. Like, it's so dirty, it's so grimy, and everything is so technical. You really get 110% of it right to your ears. I really like what I'm hearing so far. This is good. This is Smiley Ball. Like, I had a feeling I'd enjoy this, but I also at the same time, you know, I feel like with heavy music right now, it's kind of a toss-up on whether or not I'm really in the mood for it. So the fact that this is winning me over and I'm not like bored or annoyed by it is, I think, a testament to how good this is. Because I really was not in the mood for something. You know, we already had like an album that had, you know, some loud and intense bullshit going on, but then again, it was pretty scarce there and well spread out. This one I'm expecting kind of a full on disastrous rage to sort of plunge through. And I think the biggest difficulty is going to be understanding the lyrics. It's amazing that the lyrics are actually here and you're able to read along, but they're so symbolic that on a first listen, it's going to be hard to actually, like, you know, figure out exactly what's going on. So we'll have to see. Next song is Sight to Behold. Say what? Say what?
I woke up in the morning.
I just bought the Molly. Now I'm trying to fuck Molly Cyrus. Reflecting ourselves in the blood of all the pigs we're slain. Misunderstand each other, out of control we'll remain. There is a mystery, we're facing a sight to behold. This is what we make.
That's honestly pretty fitting, awful.
Throw everything away.
Yo, that's like killing the golden goose, but it's not even like the goose ever laid eggs. It's basically saying we behave like children taking the head off the teddy bear to see what's inside. And now it's talking and giving a more literal about this sense that this is like a big old blanket of how society works. And he's talking about draining the oceans and we're spending the time left we have fighting and killing each other. Yeah, this is like basically we live in a society and it's all a sight to behold. William, hi. I'm yes. You hear that? We got one of your videos sent in again today. It was In the End and Danny Phantom. I feel like a sight to behold. I like in terms of the thematics, the way that it's talking about kind of the destruction of the world and putting it in a way that's so concrete, like a kid destroying their favorite toy just to see what's underneath it, is pretty damning. And it's I'd say it makes me feel a lot of fear, because there is a lot of truth to it still, a lot to that reality that I feel like is only getting worse and worse. And it even, like, there used to be regulation to React channels. There used to be values, and now we got No Life Shack. It's like, it's just like that. It's just like that. We used to care. Okay, we used to have opinions, and we weren't open-minded to a fault. And then look what YouTube has become. A disaster. What have they done to my boy? All right. In terms of the sound of it, I feel like there is an overwhelming march to this track with the instrumental, especially the drums. That is pretty nice, but I think that the vocal effects were a little bit too much and kind of sounded cheap and cheesy and didn't really add to the song in any significant way. And they honestly kind of butchered a lot of the song for me. So even though there are things that I do enjoy, I honestly think that this song is a little below Gojira, outside of being pretty lyrically intact and interesting. So I'd give it strong shrug. Ooh, I know people says the best metal album of all time. Listen, it sounds pretty good, until they start doing this weird singing shit. But I feel like the biggest appeal so far of this album is the sound. You know, definitely not the lyrics, because besides this song, I had no idea what the fuck was going on. This is the first song I actually get it. You know, so the first song where the sound isn't really giving me what I feel like it was promising it would deliver. But yeah, Yama's Messengers, or like Yama's.
I'm scared to death when I see them arrive. Infected as red staring at me. The time has come for retribution. Now they're counting my actions. The cries and shouts are confusingly falling. In disgrace, I don't want to go now. And I am facing them since they recognize me. Too late for regret.
Yama means Japan. I think Japan means Japan.
They're growing darker while approaching me, creeping, prowling vultures in the sky. Devoured by the remaining blessed rays, fallen from the dead. And show the pain that they're giving me through. Flashes of light, blurred suffering. This a reminder of funeral piles. Thousands of people dying.
Yama is a Hindu god of death. I guess that makes sense. Thousands of people dying. I'm taking back all the pain distributed through ages unconscious. Oh my god. You know, I like that this song kind of elevates at the end here, because I feel like this song is doing a lot of things that it's hard to really put a finger on what the purpose of it is. But when it does something like an ending that's like slowly increasing before it ends abruptly, I feel like that's kind of something that has worked since the dawn of time. You know what I mean? Like that's a classic technique. Um, but I do think that there is a lot of optics to a song like this. Luckily, I would say that this song, I think, you know, carries it with some really impressive vocals that kind of give the intense sound of it meaning. Like really, like I spent a life slaying and assaulting the world, both far and near. Before now I come, please help, Creator, faultless one. Like, God, I killed so many I don't want to count. It's like someone on a murderous rampage, and the sound of it actually kind of, reflects it pretty nicely. So, Smiley Ball. Feels like the stronger the intent going in, the better overall with these tracks. Next song, The Silver Chord. The Silver Chord is fine, I guess. I don't really feel like it warranted its own spot here, where it's an entire song. I don't see it. Give it a shrug. Alright, they can't all be winners. Sometimes you kind of just get songs that serve as basically interludes in the middle of these albums. And, yeah, this is definitely one of those. It kind of just played one riff over and over and over again for 2.5 minutes. Which, it sounded pretty, but it was just not a very fulfilling experience. Oh my God, the tomatoes. Hey! Why is that like 20 times louder than everything? All the tears. Oh my God.
chance I have to survive down here. I'm so scared, and the way so big, I'm not prepared. I will have to be strong, but for now I can't hold the tears.
I need a drink after listening to these raw vocals.
My entire life is about to burn. I am struggling, life is illusion, but I keep the dream of a better time. This sacred knowledge I receive from where I am, so precious, the treasure I got. Extended to this point, forget the ones that hurt. They all want, they struggle, they fight and try to dry their tears. We're all left on our own. We are running out on each other's lives. Now I'm leaving this world. I will never forget river flow. And later from the life, I pray must turn away alone. I am the place that's not leaving. I left my boat behind. I am not taking it. Where I go, I won't be crying.
Where I go, I won't be crying. I die. You know, I really wish that it felt like the riffs were a bit more varied throughout this song. Because I do actually really like the writing on this track. And I feel like this is one of those that is like one of the more poetic, you know, and kind of out there songs of this whole track list so far. It's got some power. I mean, a lot of this stuff has power, but yeah, it still has enough punch to kind of keep me going with it. I'll give it a smiley ball for that reason, but it's kind of teetering on the edge. As I feel like I'm sort of struggling to connect with it on a deeper level, like outside of the band being really impressive and the screams also being impressive. Kind of hard to resonate with it. Let's see if the next song kind of gives me something more for it. Hey, Bailey. Did you last? Good night, bro. I'm going to go watch some David Lynch and then hit the hay. Hey, have fun doing that. All right. Adoration for None.
Responsible for my life. I'm reborn again and again.
A reaction is a weakness the strong can't afford. That's quite literally this entire business model, bro, in one line. $9 a minute. Breathe the air of freedom. Alright, it's not done yet. Let's see where it goes. This does go hard. How do they make that noise so consistently? Technique, my dude. They have technique. I'll put it like this. Even though not every single song has impressed me to like the standard of some of my favorite Gojira songs, where it feels like body and soul meet together and collide like two planets creating a supernova. You know, I feel like I haven't really gotten that I was kind of expecting from a lot of these tracks. Um, but I will say the technique is remarkable. The consistency is incredible. And this song is probably one of the best displays of that. I also like the lyrics on this one, kind of, especially at the end here. Like, a lust for power is the master disease of our time. Kind of reminded me of like what they were talking about on the third song. The force alone devours the weak and rules the strongest. So mired in convolution, it chokes the life from your throat, breaks the chains of complication. I breathe in the air of freedom. There's no room for your judgment. My life is mine alone. I purge myself of resentment. I breathe the air of freedom. That is, yeah, like this ending line, I purge myself of resentment. I breathe the air of freedom, is on some real shit. Like, letting go of that negativity is kind of one of those things that they say actually is part of finding spirituality. So, it's literally speaking facts. I might have heard the next song. I'm pretty sure someone sent this in at some point. Like, they must have. Almost midnight for you? Last name ever, first name greatest.
I just want the money.
Holy shit. Wait, this is like the best moment of the album so far, and I just ruined it. Let's redo that. Yeah.
The tension is building constantly. No reason
Hey, what's up, Wonder Dash? Fading out, and there's still 2 minutes. Oh my god. Alright, I need a second. Before we just jump right into the next song. I think The Art of Dying is... let me put it like this. I have a habit of overanalyzing songs, and sometimes I do it to a fault, to where I end up sort of talking about things that don't really matter as much to me as I think they should. The Art of Dying absolutely kicks ass. It feels like the most destructive and damning song so far, and I love it for it. I think it earns its 10-minute length. I think that it's creative and honestly great enough for me to say that I'd love to hear it again. I'm giving it a heart, and I'd give the song overall a solid 9. It's not a 10 for me. I think that, like, I think that it's close, though. But tomato... Guys, what do you mean? I literally think it's the best song of the album, like, hands down, no questions. And I'm getting tomatoes thrown at me. That's it. You know what? I'm going to go grab a snack. And I want you to think about what you've done. All right? I'm just going to let you sit in silence. Next song, Esoteric Surgery, Jump Scare Warning. What the fuck is happening in chat? Chat, what are you doing? Teacher left the classroom moment. I look like a Greek god today. Thank you. Damn. Biblical. Hey, thank you, Winter Dash. Wait, you haven't heard this? I feel like this is right up your alley.
Disintegration,
I've not heard from Mars to Sirius. Oh, wow. Song kind of starts pretty strong and, you know, kind of has a message again of being able to take care of yourself and doing it in a way that I feel like is as large scale as possible. It's probably the biggest sell on this album so far, that I feel like is that each one of these songs is kind of a large uprising anthem, or like trying to inform, you know, people of wrongdoings of society and how, you know, greed is kind of overtaking. But the way that it does it, I feel like is so like symbolic but easy to describe and are easy to unscribe. I don't know what the word is. Or regardless, I feel like the song is cool. It's kind of like this very punchy and grand version of all of that. Yeah, I like it. Smiley Ball. Visuity?
They say the soulless world is destroying all the dreams. The fools are kings, tearing apart the soul. The race for complication, communicate reaction. The look of heart of man, I grow distant from the core.
And this is just playing up, just explaining like this almost could be the entire album in a whole, like or in a single 4 bars. Sickness of the world is destroying all dreams. The fools are kings, tearing apart the soul, ripping apart the soul. The race for complication, communicate reaction, the lack of heart of men. I grow distant from the core. It's just like there. That's the whole album right there. That's what they mean, like the way of all flesh, you know. Good, GD.
The shell returns to dust. I focus on
Oh shit. Looking rough. Thanks. Yeah, the songs feel long, but they feel impactful. Look at that, and it's kind of bringing it all back to saying this, you know, at the end of the day, you realize it was all you and all your fault. You have no one to blame. One of the best full circle damning moments of this album is Smiley Ball. This is the one I think that impresses me the most thematically so far. Like, I really like how it comes around on these, you know, themes that were spoken on earlier in the album, and just kind of is like, you know, it's no one's fault but yours, you know, that your soul is breaking, which I think is just a powerful statement, and having such powerful music behind it really, you know, presses it forward even more. I'm definitely going to listen to this album again when I'm done with streaming. That's for sure. Wolf down the earth. Like eat it? Legoshi? The seer?
them grow inside of your heart. They need no walls. Is there a chance you face the void inside? Winter doom will blow your pride away. Behold the bright lights coming down on time. Before the soul dies like made for your sacrifice. You take for granted what's been there for ages. Inside the world that your blood gets ready to fight. They buildings, all the fathers, crumbling in dark vibrations. Walls down, they want the better soul. No hope, you wolf down the earth.
Is this like the unofficial closer or something? I mean, the next song is 17 minutes. Okay. Before we get into this behemoth of a track that's likely going to, well, it's going to take 17 minutes to get through. I feel like with the previous songs, I've been kind of diving into the thematics of them all, and this one I kind of wanted to just feel out the sound a little bit. And it took me on an interesting journey. I won't say that it's my favorite so far, but I appreciate what it's doing. I'd still give it a smiley ball. I think it's one of the most forgettable songs, but it also could be the fact that I wasn't really focusing on the lyrics for it. And some of these thematically, I feel like have been, like the thematics have been the strongest point. But I feel like it's, you know, it's exhausting when you get a song like Vacuity, you know. Anyways, I enjoy regardless, and I'm curious to see how this album ends. The Way of All Flesh, final song.
I want to
Swati. Hey.
The snake is long. I find it hard to believe that this picture on the wall is everything. I do understand all the pain and the signs so sharp, hurt so bad. What does it mean to be dying? What if you take the guts and pain away? Isn't this what an army can to go?
Gojira opened for Korn? Really? Surprised they're not headlining. Korn blows compared to this. Two completely different aesthetics. I think both have their positives and negatives. You know? I think Korn has a lot of misses in their discography. I think they also have some really strong high points. That was The Way of the Flesh that kind of ends off this whole album. It's not completely done because there's a hidden track. But I think that as a closer, this feels very menacing. Like the whole thing is just like crawling up your skin and like slowly, approaching you. And I love that about it. I feel like it manages to capture that extremely well. And yeah, for that reason, it's a Smiley Bull. Now, we still have one more thing left. I'm going to run and grab water.
The snake is long, 7 miles. Feel its venom with your eyes. Its muttering grip will stain your soul. The snake is old. The snake is cold. Cold, 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 cold.
How it feels to study without YouTube. Just, hang in there. We're all hanging in there. You're gonna take a hyper nap. Gonna take a hyper crap. You know what I'm saying? It's a hyper rap. How I might just snap on the fire track. Yeah, I inspire raps. You ain't even in the gang. Holy shit, wait. Oh yeah, Silver Records. Oh my god, I forgot. Congratulations, Hunter Isaac, for 2 full years. I gotta say, being here has helped me keep me finding new old bands and old mans and old mans and loving music. Thank you. Hoo ha. Thank you for that. Oh, it should be starting soon. Any second. The silence is kind of part of the song in a way. I saw that, Hunter. I did see that. What the fuck? This is actually a nice way of ending it off. Oh, that's what that was? Thanks, Lonnie. And that's The Way of All Flesh, both the album and the song. And I gotta say, the way that it ends off here is quite nice. I actually enjoyed the meditative drone of it, especially after such a heavy album. To get something like this, it feels sweet. Like a nice little reward for sifting through it. But also at the same time, it's kind of like this sad, cold, desolate landscape that, in a way, it sort of feels like it's like the unfortunate future that this album seems to predict and kind of predicts correctly with this with this project thematically. And that's the one thing I didn't expect with going into this album. I expected that the lyrics were not even going to be here. There was going to be no lyric cards, which usually means, for me at least, it's like, okay, fine, I can get away with being a little lazy, and just sort of listening through and seeing what I get without, following along with the lyrics. But actually following along with the lyrics, there's so much depth to this project that it feels very difficult to sort of put a finger on right now. I'll just put it like this. If I was overwhelmingly loving this project, I would feel enthused to tell you, incredible, huge score, love it. But the thing is I think that the sound was starting to really just blend together for me, and it was hard to differentiate the tracks. And I think that there were a couple of songs that really defied that. This is one of them. So for The Way of the Flesh, hello, my software. Hold on. My computer is breaking. Memory. Anti-malware service executable still taking up memory, and I still don't know. Oh, hello? I can't even. And task, thank you. Jesus Christ. Then got stuck. There we go. Smiley ball. Alright. Took a while to be able to get there. Now, I do want to give this album another listen, not for the lyrics, but specifically the sound, to see whether or not this thing resonates on a deeper level. That being said, I will give it a score right now, and it's not going to be a score that you might be proud of or happy with, but it's a score that I feel like sits well with me. Which, it feels really wrong saying that, considering I enjoy this album, but, it's like a 7- for me. And I don't know why it feels taboo or wrong to say it shouldn't. Hey, already the tomatoes. All right. It's good. It feels like it has its massive highlights, but it has also songs that feel just sort of like a sea of ideas drenched in, repetitive riffs that kind of just lose me. I think it just, it comes down to the frequency of it all for like over 70 minutes of that, which, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. But I think the positives, though, are unbelievable. Again, I think the themes of this album and the fact that they all sort of stitch together and mean something creates an experience more than just the music, which I think is maybe one of the biggest, most important things of an album like this. And I will say that the technical ability more than enough times pops out and really, like, shines. So, all right. Anyways, I don't know. I'll give it another try. And I'm excited to when I do. We'll see. But for right now, that's kind of how I feel.